Talk politics. The long list of candidates running to succeed Democratic Governor Gavin Newsom is now down to just two, as you know, with Democratic candidate Xavier Becerra and Republican Steve Hilton winning the June primary. New polling released by the Public Policy Institute of California. Check it out. It takes a deeper look into that race and what issues are top of mind for voters. So with that, we bring in our political reporter, Darielle Fair. She joins us now with more. Darielle, a lot of eyes on this race, and the numbers could change a lot, but it's interesting to see what they are coming out of the gate.
That's right, Tony. Democrat Xavier Becerra led the June primary in the governor's race with about 28% of the vote. Republican Steve Hilton trailing behind by a tight margin of about 25%. Under the state's top two primary system, each candidate in the race ran on a single primary ballot, which raises the question of how these two candidates will need to appeal to the millions of voters who cast their ballots for other candidates in this race.
But if you take a look at the latest poll released by the Public Policy Institute of California, it shows a much wider margin between the two candidates, with Becerra leading Hilton 61 to 36%, and among independents, Becerra maintains 60% of the vote. I asked Republican political strategist Tim Rosales what Hilton would need to do to close that gap.
Steve Hilton needs to be able to start driving some places against Xavier Becerra where he really provides an alternative solution for California that can attract, sure, some independents, but also he's going to need to get, 15, 16, 17, maybe even 20% of Democrats to cross over and vote for him. That is a very, very hard thing to do, regardless if you're running for governor or if you're running for state assembly.
According to the poll, 85% of voters say that how the candidates plan to address environmental issues will determine their vote. But voters surveyed still prioritize the cost of certain environmental policies, something Democratic strategist Chris McCaley notes as a condition of how people are feeling about the economy.
There are some things that they object to. They certainly don't want to pay more for it and are raising concerns about the cost of electricity and gasoline and energy generally. And they also object to the mandate to go over to all electric vehicles by 2035.
Now, we did see an increase in voter turnout for the June primary. Democrats and Republicans are hoping that this governor's race will drive voter turnout for some of those down ballot crucial races in November.
We got less than 4 months away, so it's going to go by fast, obviously.
Time is a ticket.
We know you'll track it every step of the way, Darielle. Thank you so much.